All right, everybody, we're live right here at the historical landmark of Mr. Frank Joe Meyers. That's right, Mr. Frank Joe Meyers. This is his driveway. In case you want to know who in the heck is Mr. Frank Joe Meyers, this is the man who helped build Meyer'S. Where you think the land Meyer'S come from? It came from Mr. Frank Meyers. And I know I was blessed to come here in his driveway right here. In 1966, going to Jack Gates working for Meyer's drugstore, that he already owned the property out there at the Triangle Center on Bissonnet and Bel Air, where I used to work. And just to show you how much love this man had for me, is another Meyer's drugstore right down the street in Meyer'S. But he liked to come and talk to me. He liked for me to deliver his medication. And I'm so proud to see Meyer'S and his whole family, the Meyers family, and what they have done to Southwest Houston. Because if you want to know the truth about the history of Southwest Houston, it's right here with Mr. Frank Joe Meyers, his family. That's why you see Meyer'S, that's why you see Meyer Park, and we will go down and show you the rest. But right now I want to talk about this in Meyer'S is under the District K. And that's who we're here to talk about today, is District K. And the Houston City Council lady who represents us in District K. This is part of District K. Meyer'S is part of District K. She not only have Meyer'S, but she have Harlan Clark and Westbury. And we will drive through the whole district of District K, because I personally don't see nothing she's doing for blacks. And right now you're looking at 610. This is where this property is located, right here on the corner of 610 and Braeswood. In fact, when the state bought that property over there where you're looking at 610, where they bought it from Mr. Meyers. Mr. Meyers is part of Houston, Texas, just as valuable as the Herman family, the Allen family, the McGregor family, the Weingarten family. This family is well to be recognized with, especially when it comes to Southwest Houston. This is some history that the city council lady don't even know. She's not concerned about us in Houston and the blacks, and that's why I'm out here today, to talk to the Jewish community about this lady. Okay, as you can see, right over there, right before you go down that hill, that was Mr. Meyers' house. And when they passed away, and the family donated the land and the property, and tore down the house to the city of Houston and the county of Harris to help the flood control, and built that little lake there. That's what Mr. Meyers' house was. All right, everybody, as we go out the driveway, formerly the Meyers estate. And this is one of the driveways. He had two driveways, but I came in the main driveway because this is the driveway that would curl up into the house. And the other driveway on the other side was one of the driveways I guess the chauffeur used to use, but I always use this driveway. And as we come up to, as you'll see right there, that's Loop 610. In fact, when the state came here to build up 610, the property belongs to Mr. Meyers. And as you can see, we're coming out here, and we're coming out the driveway, and we're on Braeswood, and we're going over here. See, all of this is District K. For some of you people out there in Harlan Clark, this is where the money is, in District K, which is the city council lady, Martha Tatum. This is where I believe, I know, has a lot of campaign funds come from out here in Braeswood and Meyer'S. And as we go up here, I will show you the Meyers, some of the things that Mr. Meyers have accomplished since he came out here. One of the first things that Mr. Meyers did when he came out here and got a lot of his Jewish friends to move out here in this undeveloped area out here in Maryland was build a shopping center for them so they would have a place to shop. You know, Jewish people have always been on their own. And the first spot that Mr. Meyers built for the Jewish people that was moving out here in Braveswood and coming off the neighborhood of South McGregor and Timbercrest, he wanted to make sure they had a place to shop. And some of his Jewish friends who had retail stores, they came out here, such as Walter Price and Ballestein, and some of the stores that was some of the Jewish establishments they had downtown. They would come out here and build and buy some office space from Mr. Meyers, and that's how you got the name Meyerland. Meyerland come from the man of Mr. Frank Joseph Meyers, and we just left his estate where he lived at. And when he came out here and built this shopping center, that's why you could look over there and you see a big M. That big M stands for Meyerland. And this is what Mr. Frank Meyers did. Before his passing, he built this shopping center. Now, on the other side, where you have Meyer Park, that's also part of the Meyers family. But his second generation helped build that one. But this is the one Mr. Meyers built himself for the Jewish neighborhood. Now, the one on the other side that we would go through would be Meyer Park. Now, the second generation of Meyers built that. I just want to let you know, because I'm asking these Jewish people that who's going to be watching this video, do not put any money in the campaign of Martha Tatum. She's running for District K in 2022. Here was the end of Meyerland. Now this other part here, Mr. Meyers owned the land, but it was just empty land. And when the shopping center was going down and the big malls were popping up and looked like the Meyerland was needed an uplift, the second generation of Meyers came out here and added all this onto the, and this is now part of the new Meyerland, which is the same generation of Meyers that helped open up Meyer Park that we will go to next. But this is Meyerland, part of the Meyers family. And like I say, they have done so much for Houston, and I am out here doing this video of this historical place of Mr. Meyers. And I know some of the Jewish people didn't know what I'm doing today. I know a lot of us blacks didn't know. I was blessed to be around this man before he died. I never was around Mr. Joe Weingarten, but I was around Mr. Frank Joe Meyers. Praise God. May he rest in peace. Look at what his family's done. All of this is Meyers' estate. And when the Mr. Meyers passed away, and the next generation, they took it upon themselves to expand the family business of real estate and advancement of Meyerland, of what their foreparents had already started. And all of this property is the property of the Meyers family. The people that you see with these high risers, most of these people, in fact, I would say 99% of these people are leasing this property from the Meyer family. And you say, well, big as they are, why don't they own it? The reason why they don't own it, because number one, the Meyers family don't want to sell it. And number two, the reason why they built these things on the Meyers property, because they don't have to worry about paying the property taxes every year. That's the responsibility of the Meyers family. They will pay the taxes. That's the reason why they built these high-rises on the Meyers estate. Just a little education for you, in case you didn't know. And all of this is in District K. Well, I believe she's selling us out. The city council lady, Martha Tatum. That's why I'm doing this video, because it's part of history. And I'm also trying to inform the Jewish community, do not put any money in her campaign, because she is not doing anything for the blacks out in Harlem Clock. And all right, we're riding in District K. For some of the people that don't know, this is what I feel that the city council lady, Martha Tatum, is doing. She's getting all the money and all the benefits are coming right out here where you see me videoing. All of this is District K. And I guarantee you, these people ain't got no signs in their yard showing no black woman. Not in front of their yard, I don't think so. Yeah, as we go down District K, this is the neighborhood, Marland. Now, these are the people that I believe that help support and put money into Martha Tatum campaign. And I'm pleading today to let these people know, the Jewish people and the people in this neighborhood in District K, let them know that what I think, that Martha Tatum is a sellout. Now, and I guarantee you, these white folks ain't finna put no black woman in front of their house. I guarantee you that. Do you think they'll put a black woman in front of their house? No, I don't think so. All right, everybody, we're live right here in Braeswood, District K. And the city council lady is Martha Tatum. And I'm out here in front of the Jewish Community Center. And as you can see, that's Milton Levitt. That's the son of Mr. Joe Levitt, who owner of Grocery Supply. Boy, every time I see this sign, I think about Mr. Joe, I think about Milton, and I think about his other brother that's still living, Maxie Levitt. And this is the Jewish Community Center that used to be in 3rd Ward. And as we take a look at it, the Jewish Center used to be in 3rd Ward right there off McGregor. And they moved out here because, like I say, these are the offspring of the Jews that was part of 3rd Ward. And I will show you some of the buildings and some of the famous names that they got on the buildings, that they named the legacy, just like Milton Levitt got a legacy, got his family campus. This is what Boo Lee is doing, making a legacy. So when I leave here, people can look at my video and say, man, that Boo Lee knew a lot, man. He educated us a lot while he was living. Thank you so much. All right, everybody, I'm coming to you live right here at the Joe Weingarten building. Y'all remember Mr. Weingarten? Y'all remember Mr. Joe Weingarten? Well, Mr. Joe Weingarten got his own building right here at the Jewish Community Center, along with the Evelyn Rubenstein Jewish Community. All right, we're right up here on the corner of Braeswood and Chimney Rock. Okay, right up there you're looking at, there used to be a rice food market. And some of you remember rice food market, but let me give you they the one that got me started in the Jewish family. Way back after I graduated out of Jack Gates in 1967. That's how I met Miss Barbara Bush. And the people who owned Rice Food Market was the Levy family. And the Levy family, they married into the Levitt family. And the Levitt family is the people that own Grocery Supply. And I'm showing you this little strip center because this strip center is owned by the Levy family. And they also are Jewish people. And also right across over there, because see, Jewish people, they're going to support each other. Because on the other side over there was Belden. And like I told you, Belden is his son, Mr. Belden's son, who took over and opened up that grocery store over there. He really kind of just wanted to keep his father. He just really wanted to keep his father thing image going on and keep the family business going. But he had already married into the family of the Archman family. And everybody remember Archman Sporting Goods store? Well, then that's Belden's father-in-law, Mr. Archman.